Hey guys, it's been a while since I've connected on this channel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break down exactly where I've been and what I've been up to. So a lot of you guys were motivated on the lifestyle shots, let's say, me on the jets, me traveling all over the world, driving nice cars and doing all these amazing things in Dubai. But I've kind of shifted my channel now, and what I'm gonna be doing is breaking down, chart analysis and giving some more value on the channel. So if you guys are interested in doing this, follow along and watch till the end, because this will give you a lot of value, especially if you are a trader and you're looking to get started, or you somewhere in your journey and you're looking to grow and improve your trading strategy. I've been trading for the past 8 years, profitably for the past 3 years. So I originally started when I was in crypto, which was 8 years ago, and I've figured out some sort of strategy that worked for me. And now I've moved into the Forex side of things. So I'm a profitable trader. I've passed multiple prop firms and now I have credibility. So I'm able to share my strategy and relate my strategy to you guys. So many of you who follow me and many of you who are in my YouTube channel, have been following my journey or follow my Instagram. There's a lot of questions that get asked, like, how do you do your strategy? How did you get into trading? How long have you been trading for? So what in this YouTube series, what I'm going to be doing is breaking down exactly how I trade and how I look for executions in the market. So this will allow you and help you to grow as a trader and build that confidence that you need. So I'll be doing market breakdowns, chart analysis, and talking about news that might affect the market in this current day. So in my group, in my Telegram group, these won't just be signals. I'll give you guidance on how to grow and scale your account. I will give you the tools that you need in order to be a profitable trader, so that you can start using these skills on and off other charts. So these won't just be signals. I'm not gonna leave you just hanging. I'm gonna guide you through the exact process on where I enter these trades and taking them in real time, so that you are able to follow along and able to take them when I take them, and you're able to ask me questions. This has been in my Telegram. I give you value, I give you signals, and I give you education. So let's not waste any more time. Now you know a little bit about my backstory. Let's jump to the charts and see what the market's gonna give us for today. So I'm gonna do a market analysis on gold now. So as you guys know, it's the start of the month. It's now the 3rd of November. So it's a new month, which means there's a new monthly candle. So what I'm gonna break down is exactly from the start of the month, where we ended off in the last month, the high. I'm gonna break it down to where we were in the lowest of the month, just so we have an understanding of what range we're in and how can we capitalize and how can we take advantage of these price points. So starting off, we're gonna look at, okay, where did gold end up last month? Firstly, we went to a new all-time high, which is significant on gold. It was something we haven't seen before. So obviously when gold enters new territory, we got to pay attention to how the market reacts. So we saw that gold pushed up all the way to $4,381, which was the previous month's high. And when we came all the way down from here down to here. So if we have a look at that, we're going to have a look at, we moved down nearly almost $500. That was the lowest point we went to last month. So that was a big price move. These type of price moves in terms of gold, you don't see often. It's very rare where you see gold moving so volatile, and the extreme price moves. That's almost an 11.8% move on gold within a single month. So which is quite significant, which is quite big. So what I want to look at is where are we at the moment on the charts. So I've marked out my FEG, my daily level, which is a price that I want to look at when price taps into here, because we know once price taps into these levels, we should get a strong reaction because there was a lot of volume previously on the previous day's high. So what I'm also looking at is how can we take advantage of the current price and where are we at the current price of the market. So the current price of the market is sitting at, currently of this time we're recording, is $4,013. So just going to break it down in what I expect and where do I think price is going to go next on gold, and just marking up my levels and just running you through that. So where are we now at the moment? We're currently sitting over here, so you guys are aware. And this was our previous day high, our previous day low. So we currently just consolidating between this range. There's not much significant price action, and we're currently on the 1 hour chart. So I've broken it down from the daily. This is how I got these levels, the previous day highs, and this is how we got the previous month's highs as well. But now we're on the 1 hour. So the 1 hour I like to look at because I like to capitalize on certain movements on the 1 hour, and then eventually break it down onto a 15-minute if we get a better confirmation. But for now, the 1 hour is looking quite clean. I'm going to show you what I've noticed and something that I am looking at. We're going to go ahead and take our extended line. And something that I've just noticed on the 1 hour is that we do have a trend line. So, oh, wait, that was the wrong tool. Just going to click that, magnet tool. So we do have a trend line. So this is something that we need to pay attention to. So when I connect my trend lines, it's important that you connect, if you are in an uptrend, bullish trend, you connect red candle to red candle. And if we're in a bearish, we connect green candle to green candle. That's just the way I draw my trend lines, and it helps for me. So we can see that we are bullish, but we're currently consolidating at the moment. So we got to pay attention to that so that we don't get faked out and we don't get any interruptions. So something that I want to see price action do, I'm just going to go ahead and do my pathing tool. So what I'm expecting price to do is either we're going to bounce off this trend line and continue going up until this level of resistance, which is acting as a strong level of resistance on the 1 hour, until this is broken. There's no confirmation that we're going to push up any further. But let's say, for example, we do. If we push up today or this week, we can see that we can start taking buys above these levels and eventually target that FEG, which is a strong FEG. And this is what I'm looking at. So once we get that, we can have stronger confirmations that we're going to continue bullish to the upside. That is scenario A, which I'm looking at. And scenario B is where price is looking at the moment. And something that I'm looking at is that obviously we've respected this. So are we going to continue to push to the downside? Are we going to continue just pushing down? Are we going to continue respecting this level of resistance? What is the further move? So what is my confirmations that I would clearly look for? So if price ends up breaking this, which would be a confirmation that we broke below our previous day low, which was on Friday. So this would be a confirmation that, yes, we did break below the trend line, and we got a confirmation that we break in the previous day low. So in essence, we could start seeing this tend to happen, and we start pushing to the downside, and we start targeting the sell side liquidity. We push to this level over here. Why I drew this level out is because this was a previous level of support. So this is why I'm being cautious on where I might take. There will be confirmations if we start break below this trend line and break below the previous day lows, and we get confirmation that we're going to continue to the downside. And where's the nearest downside? Where's the nearest range we can capitalize off is down here. So this was last year, but it's still confirmed that, where is price want to push down? We had a lot of volume within this area, and then we're going to probably break down into this range. Let me just get my tool over here. So this would end up making a new range. So I'm just going to draw this. So that lines up exactly where our sell side liquidity would be. And then this would be our new range where we would enter. So if price starts to aggressively push down and we come down to these levels, this is where we can capitalize and start taking sell positions. But until then, I'm not convinced on the move just yet. Always remember, guys, patience pays. So there's no point in just jumping in on a position or rushing into a position on gold, especially while the market's so volatile. We have moved into more of a stable market at the moment in terms of gold. So it's not just pushing all-time highs. We are pushing into more structure being formed. So this is how we're going to capitalize it throughout this week. So guys, we're just going to break down the Euro USD chart. So as you know, as I mentioned on the previous chart, which is gold, we've broken down, and obviously it's a new start of a new month. So the new month candle just opened up, and where are we currently on the charts? So this is where I marked up the previous month's high, which was fairly high in terms of Euro USD. So previous month's high was up at 1.17781, and we've moved down already. Just work this out. Currently pushing down very aggressively on the market. We've moved down to 2.28%, which on Euro USD is quite a significant move. So how can we capitalize on this movement, and where do I think price is going to go next? So as you can see, where did we end up on the previous day's high? So 1.15764. It's quite a long way to read all the numbers out, but it's all good. So where are we currently on market price now? So you can see that we're pushing down aggressively. I have sent a signal to my group, which was, I sent it, I believe this was sent. This was actually a swing trade idea that I sent actually a week ago, and now it's eventually playing out. So it's very important, guys, when you take a position, you understand that some positions can take longer to play out, especially if it's a swing trade. So I sent a swing trade to my signal group, and it's playing out perfectly right now. It was a 1-2-2 risk to reward, so it's really good, and it's playing out perfectly. So we managed to capitalize on this move to the downside. You can see that Asia session opened up, and you can see that we just consolidated throughout there. We pushed up bullish, but we're still currently stuck within this range. So there was nothing significant happening. You can see there's some manipulation pushing up to the upside. So Asia obviously was manipulation, thinking, fooling out all the buys. So we said, oh, we're going to go long, long, long. And then boom, just had one candle, which is a one hour candle to push to the downside. So how can we capitalize on this, and where do I think the price of Euro USD is going to go next? So previous day's high is well up here. So it's at, as I mentioned before, 1.15773. So what I'm expecting price to do over here, just based on where we are on the chart, and you can see we're pushing down aggressively. So realistically, this was a level of, acted as a prime level of support. And now what we've done is we've broken through aggressive candle, bearish engulfing candle to push the downside. Now we're followed by another aggressive bearish engulfing candle. Now, do I expect price to continue pushing down, straight down from here? I do, and I expect us to push down to these levels, which I'll break it down why this level is significant. But on the other hand, we also got to pay attention that any moment this could just be a bottom, a candle to push the downside, grabbing liquidity for us to continue driving back up. Now, if price ends up reversing from here, what I can expect is price to tap onto here, which is now going to act as a previous level of resistance, and for us to continue just driving down, because we broke below our previous month's low, as you can see over here. So this would just act as a level of resistance, and for us to just continue driving down. So these are scenario A, scenario B. So at the moment, I'm bearish on Euro USD for now, especially maybe for this week. So I don't see us anytime reversing. So we'll look at the charts later on and run you through the week and how this charts are going. But at the moment, I'm looking just for sells on Euro USD. So now we're going to break down the GBP JPY chart. So we're just going to have a look. So obviously it's a new month. So we're going to just check, where did the month end? It was a previous monthly high was all the way up here. So at the moment we push down, check the percentage. So that was our lowest point here, but obviously for the month. So we moved down 2.3%, similar to Euro USD. So it was quite a big move. We had some volatility pretty much the whole of last month. I think last month was just wild in general in terms of price action on all different charts. If it was gold, Euro USD, GBP JPY, all currency pairs, indices, and Forex pairs were moving aggressively. So now I think the market's more started to stabilize. And as you can see, I've drawn my line over here. What line is this? This line is my trend line. So remember what I mentioned before on the gold chart, but now I've mentioned it on this chart. So when I'm drawing my trend line from downtrend, I connect green candle to green candle, or green wick to green wick. So that's just, we're following a trend line at the moment. We're respecting this trend line. We've had 1, 2, almost 3, but now we had 4 touches and we pushed to the downside. So how can we take advantage of this move? So we see that Asia pushed up slightly, retested our trend line, and now we're pushing down aggressively during a London Open. So this was our previous day high and previous day low, and you can see we're still within this range. So nothing to capitalize on just yet. But what I want to expect price to do is either we come up, continue bouncing between the previous day's low, previous day's high,
We sort of bounce between there, retap this level, which acted as a previous level of resistance and acted as a level of support before, and for us to come push to the downside, because I'm bearish overall on GBP JPY. So what I expect us to come make our way down to these levels, which is our previous level of support. Or another scenario, what I'm looking at is that we could just aggressively push down, break below the previous day low, and this would give us confirmation. We can have a nice entry over here for us to continue pushing to the downside. And my stop loss would be somewhere above these, because I wouldn't expect us to break these highs again and for us to continue dropping down. So my target areas for this week and even for today would be down to these levels, which is 201.076. So at the moment, I'm looking for sells across all pairs, so gold, Euro USD, and GBP JPY. So until the market starts giving me other confirmations, I'll continue looking for sells on these pairs.
All right, guys. So now that you've watched all my chart analysis and all my breakdowns, so some of you might be thinking, what's next? What do I do next? So if you're a beginner and you're wondering, where can I open up a broker? Where can I open up an account? This is all what I share in my group. So I'm going to guide you exactly what to do next when you join my group. So the group is completely free to join, and I teach you everything, how to manage your emotions while we're in the trade. I teach you how to break down the trades, and I show you exactly my thought process throughout every single trade, which gives you even more value. So you don't feel left on the sidelines, or you don't feel lost. So I'm temporarily only opening up this channel for the YouTube subscribers for this week only. So basically, you don't have to take a trade right away. You don't have to jump in straight away, because a lot of you are cautious, a lot of you are hesitant, and a lot of you have maybe joined other groups or joined other signals or other mentors in your industry, and you felt that you've lost money, or you've lost guidance, or you just felt lost in general. This is why I'm giving you an opportunity to join my free group. When you join the free group, you're able to get free trades every single day, to see if it matches your strategy, matches your style, and see if you are able to enter and exit when I give the signal. So everything, if you are able to gain value from my free group, then only will you want to join, let's say, my paid group. And this will give you obviously more signals and more value. So I'm not just going to leave you on the sidelines. I'm not just going to leave you hanging, and I'm always there to respond to you. I'm always there to guide you. So if this is something that you are interested in doing, or something that you want to step into, make sure to just join the free group. I post daily analysis. I post updates on my life, trading, what I'm up to, what I'm getting up to. So it gives a more raw understanding of what I do on a daily basis, so you can follow along, and then you get a free signal every day to see. So I'll be with you throughout your wins, throughout your losses, and all the motions in between. If you find some value in this video and you really enjoyed it, and you find some sort of, analysis or something that helped you, or something that I said, make sure to smash that subscribe button and drop a like, because this helps me to grow my channel, and this helps me to provide more value for you guys. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Obviously, the more likes and the more comments I get, the more I'll be more inclined to do these videos. I'll be doing them more frequently and more often if I get, if you guys have value in this. So at the end of the day, I'm doing this for free. I want to give you guys some guidance and some value, because I was once in your position. I was once lost, not guided, and I just felt like I didn't have anyone to look up to, or anyone to actually guide me in the right direction. So this is what my goal for this channel, and this is what I'm going to be doing in my group. Drop down in the comment section what you want to see more. If you are happy with the breakdowns that I did, if it's you want to get more in depth with trend lines, if you want to get depth with more support and resistance, supply and demand, or just identifying ranges and identifying where the market's directing. If any questions that you have, or any confusion that you have, or any other questions that you have that I might be able to offer you value, please drop in the comments. I'll be happy to answer those questions. So guys, it's up to you. If you want to drop a thumbs up and subscribe, and these will motivate me to do even more videos for you guys. Until the next video.